Welcome back. Have fun watching the movie. Don't forget to subscribe and like me. Go to story. Chicago, 1970s. The city bustles with neon lights, the smell of gasoline, and the constant sound of honking cars. Amidst the noise stands Mike Johnson, a weary man in his late 30s, wearing a faded fast food uniform from Burger Town. His hands are covered in grease, his eyes heavy with exhaustion, but his heart carries something more precious than himself, his young daughter, Lisa. Mike's days are an endless cycle, from dawn till night. He flips burgers, scrubs greasy floors, and forces a smile for customers who never notice the man behind the counter. His wage barely pays for food, let alone rent. At night, when others return to warm homes, Mike and Lisa face the harsh reality. Their apartment lease has expired. Their belongings are packed into a single worn-out suitcase. Sometimes they manage to get into a church shelter before it closes. Other nights, the bench of a cold train station becomes their only roof. Lisa never complains. Each morning, when Mike gently wakes her, she gives him a faint smile. "I'm okay, Daddy." That smile, fragile yet brave, becomes a fire that keeps him alive. Mike hides a struggle from co-workers, pretending life is normal. But in truth, every dollar is stretched thin. Every night is a gamble of where to sleep. Yet, in the midst of despair, Mike refuses to give in, because beside him, holding his hand, is Lisa, the reason he must keep fighting. Days turn into weeks. Mike continues to work double shifts, his hands cracked and bleeding from endless labor. He eats less so Lisa can eat more. The world seems merciless, yet he carries on. One night, walking past downtown offices, Mike notices a man in a tailored suit stepping into a shiny Cadillac. Lisa tugs his sleeve, asking softly, "Who is he?" Mike hesitates, then answers, "Someone who made it." That moment sparks something. Mike recalls hearing about an internship program at a local finance company. It sounds impossible. He has no degree, no suit, no connections. But the thought grows stronger. What if this is our chance? The next day, Mike requests time off from Burger Town. His manager scoffs. "Finance? For a guy like you? Don't be ridiculous." Mike says nothing. Inside, his decision is already made. At the interview, he sits among sharply dressed candidates with polished resumes. Mike's shirt is frayed, his briefcase falling apart. He feels out of place, but when asked about his motivation, he speaks with raw honesty about perseverance, about never giving up despite hardship. The panel listens, surprised by his sincerity. Against all odds, he is accepted into a 3-month unpaid internship. Life becomes a brutal test. By day, Mike works at the office, answering phones, learning spreadsheets, memorizing financial charts. By night, he races with Lisa to shelters before they close. Sometimes they are too late, forced to sleep under the cold night sky. Lisa shivers, whispering, "Daddy, why don't we have a real home?" Mike holds her tightly, replying, "Because we're stronger than this. We're on our way." Each mistake at work could cost him position. He studies harder than anyone else, arriving first, leaving last. His colleagues notice the tired man with bloodshot eyes, who never complains and never slows down. There are nights Mike stares at his reflection in the bathroom mirror, whispering to himself, "Don't give up, not now." He knows one step back would mean losing everything. After acing a complex data test, Mike walks out of the building one crisp autumn evening. Lisa runs into his arms, asking, "Daddy, are we winning?" He kneels, eyes wet but voice steady. "Not yet, but we're close." For the first time, hope doesn't feel like a dream. It feels real, just within reach. 3 months pass. The day of reckoning arrives. In a brightly lit conference room, the manager announces, "Only one of you will move forward. We were looking not only for skill, but for dedication, resilience, and integrity." He scans the room, then stops. The candidate who best represents these values is Mike Johnson. Silence. Mike sits frozen, his heart pounding. Slowly, he stands, trembling, as the manager extends a hand. When their hands meet, Mike knows this is a turning point. Outside, Lisa waits. The moment she sees her father, she runs, eyes wide with hope. Daddy, did we make it? Mike kneels, hugging her tight, tears streaming down his cheeks. Yes, sweetheart, we made it. Weeks later, they move into a small apartment on the city's edge. It's modest, but Lisa has her own room, sunlight streaming through the window. She twirls across the floor, laughing. Mike leans against the doorway, smiling quietly. Life isn't suddenly perfect. Mike still works tirelessly, still faces challenges. But now, he has a stable job, a home, and, most importantly, the unbreakable bond with his daughter that carried him through. One Sunday afternoon, father and daughter walk hand in hand through a park. Leaves fall gently around them. Lisa looks up. Daddy, we have our home now, right? Mike squeezes her hand, smiling. Yes, honey, and as long as we have each other, we'll always be home. The camera pulls back. Their small figures blend into the bustling 1970s Chicago crowd. Not lost, not forgotten, but standing tall. Proof that resilience, love, and hope can triumph over despair.